Hello, your closet cases. How's it going? This is Jez back with another video for this week, and our topic was to cover what gets us through. What gets us through our week, our day, our month, our year. What pulls us up from the hard points in our life. And this question originally started as a question about songs, like what song is the kind of song you listen to get you through the day. But I think we sort of expanded it a bit to talk about what gets us through the hard times in our life, etc. So let's start it off. I think that, and I'm never going to pretend. Pardon me. I'm never going to pretend that I have had a truly hard life, because I haven't. I've always had financial stability and a supportive family, regardless of my sexuality or my opinions or views or whatever. I've always had that support network, which is more than a lot of other people can say. But like everyone, I do have hard days and I have tough times and I go through rough periods. And you always have to come up with ways to deal with what you're going through, to deal with your problems and how you can help yourself to move beyond such horrible feelings and basically shitty circumstances. I thought I might answer the original question, which was what song gets you through, first off, and here it is. The song that gets me through tough days is Not Perfect by Tim Minchin. I love that song. It is a beautiful song. It's about the fact that nobody's perfect, and you know, everyone has faults and problems, but we make our way through life, and I think that is a fantastic song to listen to when you're down. I can't really explain the way it makes me feel. I mean, Tim Minchin, even though he's a comic writer and a comedian first, a lot of his songs sort of touch me in a way that a lot of, quote-unquote serious artists can't. I can't really explain it any more than that. I'm going to put a link to Not Perfect by Tim Minchin in the little box below. Now, I think the best way in general to get through shitty times and to keep yourself going in life in general, no matter how crappy things are, the best way is to use your faults and to use your insecurities to benefit yourself. Take what upsets you. Take what makes you feel weak and powerless, or take what just, shits you, and use it as fuel to better yourself and to better your experience, regardless of circumstance. I am very, very I hate my body. I have always hated my body. I mean, I used to be a fat kid in primary school and in the early parts of high school. I was a chubby bubby, as my mum put it. And I was bullied a lot, and as a result, I ended up hating myself and hating my body and hating everything about it, to a point where today, even though I run 6Ks every day, and just about every day I do muscle work and weights, and an average day for me is 300 push-ups and then 100 bodyweight squats, and then 4 sets of shoulder press, and then a 6K run. But no matter how much I do that, no matter how many people tell me, they go, oh yeah, you've actually got a good body, what are you worried about? I can't get past my own personal insecurities. But I use them. I use my insecurities, and I use the way I feel about my body to better myself. Because you always have two roads when it comes to this kind of thing. You can either let it destroy you or let it better you. There's no middle ground. Obviously, it doesn't, everything doesn't have to destroy you, but it brings you down. So it either brings you down or you can use it to better yourself. And in this case, I use it to better myself. I don't like the way I look, and I realise that the way that I can improve upon the way I look and the way I feel is to exercise and to eat healthy. So most days I cut out carbohydrates and I consume vast amounts of protein, and I take vitamins, and most of the carbohydrates I get are from fruit and vegetables at the moment. I'm eating, 5 small meals a day. I'm constantly exercising and pushing myself when it comes to fitness. So I have found a way to turn my insecurity, my dislike of my own body, and use it to become a healthier person. Like a not only mentally, but physically and literally healthier person. The other option I could take is I could starve myself to death. I could stop eating entirely. I could make myself vomit. I could become bulimic or anorexic or whatever. But I choose not to. I chose a road that makes me feel better about myself. And I think that's what you have to do with everything. Your life is always going to be a series of paths you can take, and it's always going to be conflicts that are going to come right at you. In the end, this is the kind of advice that's really hard to get because it sort of differs from person to person. It's a very personal thing. But if I had to give someone this advice in the context of this question, I'd say this. Use your insecurities. Use the negative things about your personality. Use the things that you dislike about yourself to better yourself and progress as a person. Turn them on their head. Make the worst parts of your life the best motivators.